What if your body has been whispering secrets about your future, and you just haven't known how to listen? Subtle signals, daily patterns, tiny changes that, to the untrained eye, seem ordinary, but could actually be revealing how long you might live after 60. Not mysticism, not guesswork, not palm readings or horoscopes, but real, measurable, science-backed markers proven in clinical studies, echoed in real-life stories, and often hidden in plain sight. Whether you're already in your 60s or looking ahead to those years, one truth remains: the decisions you make today and the signs you choose to recognize can shape the next 2 or even 3 decades of your life. In this video, I'm unpacking 6 surprising predictors of longevity. You'll learn about a simple walking test that could silently reveal the strength of your heart, about how your grip can speak volumes about your brain and bones, about how the quality of your sleep, your mindset, your social circle, and yes, even how you recover from a cold, can all combine to tell a powerful story. Not only will I explain each sign, I'll give you tangible solutions, motivational insights, and practical tips so you can not only live longer, but live better. And number 5? It's something most doctors don't even mention, yet it could be the dividing line between 5 years of decline or 15 years of strength, vitality, and clarity. If you care about your future, your independence, and the life you're still capable of living, this might be the most important video you watch all year. Let's begin. Sign 1. Walking speed equals lifespan predictor. Let's start with something most of us take for granted: the way we walk. You might think your walking speed just reflects how energetic you're feeling on any given day. But researchers have discovered something much deeper. Your walking speed after 60 can actually predict how long you'll live. Yes, it's that powerful, science says. Multiple studies, some spanning over a decade, have shown that people with faster walking speeds tend to live significantly longer, even when accounting for existing chronic conditions. Why? Because walking speed isn't just about your legs. It's a full-body symphony involving your heart, lungs, brain, nervous system, and muscles. When you walk briskly, it's a sign that your circulatory system is efficient, your cognitive functions are sharp, and your muscles are responsive and strong. Real-life example. In one notable study published in JAMA, researchers tracked over 35,000 older adults and found that even a slight increase in average walking speed, just 0.1 meters per second, was associated with a nearly 12% decrease in mortality risk. In other words, walking just a little bit faster could add years to your life. Here's how to check it. Mark off 10 meters, about 33 feet, in your home or backyard. Time yourself walking at your normal pace, not rushing, just as if you were walking to the mailbox or a shop. If you're covering that distance in under 6 seconds, you're likely in the safe zone. Slower? That's your cue. It's time to take action. What you can do starting today. Try adding daily brisk walks to your routine. Even 10 minutes at a time can make a difference. Combine that with simple leg-strengthening exercises like step-ups, squats, or heel raises. These movements not only improve your pace, but also boost your balance and help prevent falls, which are a major health risk as we age. And remember, improvement is possible at any age. It's not about running marathons, it's about reclaiming momentum. But what if you've already noticed yourself slowing down? Maybe you're feeling unsteady or unsure. Don't panic. Sign 2 might just shift the odds back in your favor, and it starts with something hiding right in the palm of your hand. Sign 2. Grip strength equals a hidden health mirror. Next up is something so simple, yet so powerful. Your grip. Now, you might think grip strength only matters when you're trying to open a stubborn jar or carry groceries. But medical researchers have discovered that it's actually one of the most telling indicators of your overall health, and even your risk of dying from heart disease. Surprised? You're not alone. Most people have no idea that the strength of their hands could reflect the strength of their heart. Science-backed findings. In a major international study spanning 17 countries, researchers found that grip strength was a more accurate predictor of early death and cardiovascular events than even blood pressure. Think about that. Your handshake may reveal more than your doctor's blood pressure cuff. Why? Because grip strength reflects the integrity of your musculoskeletal system, your nervous system, and your cardiovascular health all at once. It also gives us clues about frailty. Declining grip strength has been directly linked to a higher risk of disability, falls, hospitalizations, and even cognitive decline. Real-life example. Take the story of Ron, a 67-year-old former school teacher. He considered himself relatively healthy, watched his diet, walked every morning. But during a community health fair, he tried a grip strength test. His results were far below average. It prompted him to see a doctor, and what they found shocked him: early signs of heart failure that had been quietly developing. Because of that one simple test, Ron got a head start on treatment, and today he's thriving. You don't need fancy equipment to test your grip. Sure, a hand grip dynamometer, available at most fitness stores, can give you a precise reading. But here's a simple alternative. Try holding a full shopping bag in each hand. Walk around for 30 seconds. Do you feel strain? Or does your grip fatigue quickly? That may be a subtle cue that your strength is below where it should be. What you can do today. The good news? Grip strength is one of the easiest things to improve at any age. Just 2 sessions of strength training a week, focusing on your hands, forearms, shoulders, and back, can make a significant difference. Simple tools like hand grippers, resistance bands, and even squeezing a tennis ball can improve muscle endurance. Activities like gardening, carrying moderate weights, or using grip trainers while watching TV can be surprisingly effective. The key is consistency. Build small habits that train your hands and arms while reinforcing overall muscle coordination. Remember, the stronger your grip, the stronger your future. But what if I told you it's not just your body that holds the clues? What if something as intangible as your mindset, your outlook on life, could actually shape how long you live? Sign May 3rd just change how you see the world and your health from this day forward. Sign 3, Optimism equals longevity fuel. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Not a vitamin, not a workout, but a mindset. Optimism. The belief, conscious or not, that good things are possible, that your best years may not be behind you, but ahead of you. Science-backed power. According to a landmark Harvard study, people who scored highest in optimism were up to 70% more likely to live to age 85 and beyond. And it wasn't because they had better genetics or fewer life challenges. In fact, some had battled cancer, divorce, even poverty. But the common thread? They kept a hopeful outlook. Optimism isn't just thinking happy thoughts. It literally rewires your brain. It helps regulate stress hormones, strengthens immune function, and even lowers inflammation, factors all closely tied to chronic disease and aging. Real-life transformation. Meet Elena, a 62-year-old retired nurse who faced a tough few years, losing her husband, dealing with a diabetes diagnosis, and moving to a new city alone. Her health was slipping and her energy? Gone. Then one day, after a support group meeting, someone challenged her to write down 3 things she was grateful for every single day. She rolled her eyes but tried it. At first, her entries were simple: a warm cup of coffee, a kind stranger, a call from my daughter. But over time, this simple act began to change how she saw the world and herself. She started sleeping better. She joined a walking group. She cooked more. And at her next checkup, her doctor was amazed. Her blood sugar had improved, her weight was down, and most importantly, her spark had returned. What you can do today. Here's the thing. Optimism is a skill, not a personality trait. You can train your brain to look for the good. Try this. Every night, grab a small notebook and write 3 positive things that happened that day. Big or small, it doesn't matter. What matters is the practice. Over time, this simple ritual can literally reshape your neural pathways, shifting your brain from a focus on problems to a focus on possibilities. Want to take it further? Surround yourself with positive people. Cut down on news that drags you into fear and worry. Listen to music that lifts your spirit. Choose content, conversations, and company that nurture hope, not drain it. Remember, a hopeful heart can add years to your life, and life to your years. But what if one of the strongest signs of how long you'll live is something you do every single day, without even realizing it? Sign 4 reveals a daily habit that silently shapes your future. Sign 4, sleep quality, not quantity. You sleep for about 1/3 of your entire life. But here's the twist. It's not just about how long you sleep. It's about how well you sleep. Because science is clear, the quality of your sleep could be a direct predictor of how long you'll live. Scientific insight. When your sleep is shallow, fragmented, or unrestful, your body goes into subtle crisis mode. Chronic poor sleep increases inflammation, the root of nearly every age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart disease. It impacts blood sugar, weakens your immune system, and accelerates cognitive decline. A 2022 study from the European Society of Cardiology found that people who scored highest on a sleep quality index had a 75% lower risk of developing multiple chronic illnesses. And no, sleeping in on weekends won't undo 5 nights of poor rest. You can't bank sleep. What matters most is consistency, depth, and restoration. Real-world consequences. Ever woken up after 8 hours and still felt drained? That's not sleep. That's just lying unconscious in bed. True, quality sleep allows your body to repair cells, balance hormones, process memory, and clear out brain toxins. Poor sleep, on the other hand, leads to a foggy mind, mood swings, and a body that ages faster than it should. Many centenarians, the people who live to 100 plus, share one common habit. They sleep well and value their rest like they value food or movement. Solutions that work. So, how can you improve your sleep quality starting tonight? First, set a consistent sleep and wake time, even on weekends. Your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, thrives on routine. Second, power down screens, TVs, phones, tablets at least an hour before bed. The blue light messes with melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. Third, try adding magnesium-rich foods into your dinner routine. Almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, even a bit of dark chocolate. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system and prepares your body for deep rest. You can also create a calming ritual before bed, like a warm shower, soothing herbal tea, or 10 minutes of light stretching or meditation. Quick self-check. Here's a fast test. Tomorrow morning, rate how you feel right when you wake up on a scale of 1 to 10. If it's under 6 most days, that's your body quietly waving a red flag. You deserve to wake up refreshed, not just functioning, but thriving. And the next sign? It appears during a single, vulnerable moment, one that most people dread. But your body tells a complete story in just seconds. Sign 5 might just be the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. Sign 5, recovery after illness or injury. It starts with something as simple as how fast you get over a cold, or how long it takes for a sprained ankle to stop hurting. But make no mistake, how quickly you bounce back from illness or injury could quietly reveal how long you'll live. Data-backed science. Recovery time is more than just inconvenient. It's a mirror held up to your body's resilience, particularly as you age. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that slower recovery is directly linked to frailty, reduced immune response, and even an elevated risk of mortality in the decade following the illness. Why? Because it suggests your systems, immune, muscular, cardiovascular, aren't coordinating efficiently. Your body's ability to repair itself is the foundation of longevity. If every bug knocks you down for weeks, or a small surgery leaves you tired for months, your body may be silently struggling. But here's the hopeful truth. Your healing ability isn't carved in stone. It's not a number you're stuck with, it's a trainable trait. That means the next time you get sick, how fast you bounce back could actually improve if you start supporting your recovery now. Tips to support faster, smarter recovery. Fuel wisely. Protein is essential, not just for building muscle, but for repairing tissues, producing enzymes, and rebuilding immune cells. Include lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and dairy in your meals, especially during recovery phases. Rest with purpose. Recovery isn't laziness, it's strategic. But there's a sweet spot. Total bed rest can delay healing. Gentle movement, like stretching or slow walking, can boost circulation and speed up tissue repair. Hydration plus micronutrients. Water, electrolytes, and healing nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium help accelerate internal repair. And just as importantly, sleep, deep, undisturbed rest, does more for immune repair than most medications. Think of your recovery time as your body's check engine light. It's giving you real-time data. When you recover well, it's a strong sign that your immune system is robust, your muscles are functional, and your inflammation levels are under control. It's a quiet victory, but a critical one. In every step you take, Whether it's adding a short walk, a high-protein breakfast, or just saying no to that third cup of coffee late at night, is part of training your body to heal faster. And now, we've come to sign 6, and it's perhaps the most surprising of all, because it has nothing to do with your blood pressure, your joints, or even your diet. In fact, it's something most people don't even consider until it's missing. This last sign could be the quiet thread that ties your entire lifespan together, and it lives in your relationships. Stay with me. Sign 6, social connections equals lifespan anchor. Loneliness has the same effect on your body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you heard that right. In fact, the science is clear. Social isolation increases the risk of early death by up to 30%. That's more dangerous than obesity and almost as impactful as a lifetime of heavy smoking. But the real tragedy? It's often invisible, especially in people over 60. Study highlight. A groundbreaking study from Brigham Young University followed over 300,000 participants and found that people with strong social relationships live significantly longer than those without. But it's not just about avoiding death, it's about increasing vitality. Strong social bonds have been shown to reduce stress hormones, improve immune function, enhance memory, and even slow cognitive decline in older adults. Why? Because feeling emotionally connected gives your brain and body a reason to stay engaged with life. Real-life insight. Think about someone you know, maybe even yourself, who seem to decline after losing a spouse or after retiring and losing daily interaction. That decline isn't in their imagination. When the emotional safety net disappears, the body often follows suit. But here's the hopeful truth. This is one of the easiest areas to take action and to see real improvement. You don't need 100 friends. You just need 1 or 2 genuine, meaningful connections. Actionable tips to rebuild or strengthen connections. Reach out intentionally. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Not just a text, a real voice call. Rebuilding ties doesn't require big gestures. It just needs presence. Join something local, a community gardening group, a church circle, a book club, or a weekly walking group. Anything where you can show up regularly. Even seeing familiar faces once a week rewires the brain for connection. Volunteer. Giving your time boosts your sense of purpose, increases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and puts you in a space with others who value meaning and service. And if mobility is an issue, technology can be your ally. Join an online community or attend virtual meetups in areas that interest you. Remember, it's not about how many people you know. It's about how safe and seen you feel with them. 1 meaningful conversation. 1 friend who listens. 1 community where you can be yourself. These things don't just make life worth living. They may literally extend it. Your relationships are your emotional immune system. They help you fight off hopelessness, weather health storms, and keep your body strong through the invisible power of connection. If you've been putting off that call or feeling unsure about reaching out, this is your sign. Your life, quite literally, could depend on it. The signs are all around us, subtle, surprising, but deeply telling. And the best part? Every one of them can be improved, starting today. Your longevity isn't just a number written in your DNA. It's not a fixed fate etched into some chart. It's something far more empowering. It's woven into the daily choices you make, into your grip, your steps, your smile, and your circle. Think about that for a moment. It means that even if you've struggled in the past, even if you've faced illness, loneliness, or loss, you are not powerless. Your body and mind are more adaptable than you've been led to believe. Every time you choose to move, even just a little faster. Every time you build strength in your hands. Every time you pause to look for something good in your day. Every night you commit to real rest. Every time you recover with patience and care. And every time you reach out to someone you care about. You are not just living. You are investing in your future self. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about stepping boldly into a new kind of strength, one that's rooted in wisdom, awareness, and action. You are never too old, too late, or too far gone to make a change that counts. So, which of these 6 signs are showing up in your life right now? And more importantly, what small shift will you make today? If this video sparked something in you, let it ripple. Like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Leave a comment below. Your story could be the light someone else needs to find their way back to health and hope. And remember, it's never just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years.